This is MOG733 and welcome back to my part 4 of my tutorial series. Where we left off, I was getting ready to grind some enemies to work my way up to level 5, but I've decided to go ahead and do that as part of the tutorial series and basically just talk to you as we work our way through it and complete the first job quest. And let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So here we are right where we left off, and we're going to, as you can see, I've updated my UI. I now have my basic platform where I like things to be. That's going to make my play way easier. So if you just bear with me now, let's go. So with the Black Mage, I do tend to flip-flop back and forth between fire and ice pretty consistently. I'm just gonna whack him to kill him. Just whack him. Whack him upside his head. Alright, so try to stay on enemies that are higher level than you. Like these ones are 3 and I am 2. You're going to want to travel further and further away as you level up, because otherwise it's just going to take longer and longer for you to level up each time. So I do tend to try to get further out rather quickly, because this whole area is just full of level 3 enemies. But I don't want to spend all day just running around, so we're going to just grab what we can as we go. Okay, another neat thing, it's not unlocked yet, because we haven't gotten there yet, is the hunting log. Now, I can't even open it for you yet, but all these logs that are down here, this guy right here is going to be your best friend starting out between level 1, or I actually think it's level 5 and level 50. Because when this pops up, it's going to give you a list of enemies, and we'll go over that when we actually get to that point. But it gives you huge bonus experience, which is just awesome for starting out. There's level 3. Just 2 more to go here. I want to get over to the level 5 enemies. See, here's some level 5 enemies. So this will increase the amount I'm getting per kill. Just plowing along. Doesn't take long to do what you need to do to get to level 5, but I can't stress it enough, it's incredibly important that you at least get to 5 before you go back to town for that first time to turn these quests in. Now I'm probably going to stop at level 4.5-ish, maybe 4 3/4 of the way, because I'm going to get experience from these 2 quests that'll help me finish that off. Unfortunately, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game, any Final Fantasy game, it's always been the main thing was to get experience through killing enemies, which is not that way in 14. The majority of the ways that you get experience in 14 is side quests, the main storyline quests, the fates that are in this. Fates do a huge amount of experience in the dungeon runs and duty roulettes. Those things are primarily where your experience is going to come from. So there's only a few instances where doing enemy grinding is actually important. Your hunting log and the first 5 levels of the game. Because after the first time you do this, you'll have access to the hunting log already, and you'll just be able to go straight into hunting those and level up really fast. So we're almost to 4 now. Now, if I had a higher level player on right now, I could just mark these and just have them kill these enemies for me. So if you are playing this and you are on the Animantoys server, feel free to look me up. Just look for that last name, Alkira. Whether it's Moog or Senzia, I'll probably be there and you'll be able to look me up and friend me. I'll be more than happy to help you as a new player. I'm always looking to help out anybody get started on this game and progress their character. See, there's your first look at an AoE. Don't want to get hit with that. Come on, whack him. Whack him. Thank you. Oh, so close. Just a little bit more. Now, if you look down at the bottom, there's a chain bonus. The faster you can kill enemies, the better off you're going to be. Because it'll add to the overall experience per enemy. So like he just gave me 70 experience. Alright, so I just got my first move from leveling up. Here, transpose swaps Astral Fire with a single Umber Ice or vice versa. So if you watch, I'm going to start on this enemy. So I'm going to go straight to doing this. Fire. It's going to give me my first stack here on the gauge. Okay. Now I'm almost out of MP. Okay. So I'm going to use one more time and I'm going to be out. Now, if I hit that first and then hit Blizzard, it's going to regen much faster. So I only need to use it twice. Move out of the way. And then to maximize my fire damage, hit that, and now I've already got max fire. I can go straight to doing max damage with fire. It makes doing damage or gaining MP much faster switch between the two. Alright, let's just kill just a couple more before we head back into town. So let's start with Blizzard. Do that, and then start wailing on him with fire. What that move actually does is it speeds up your ability to do damage and to recover MP substantially. So try to get used to using it as often as you can between switching between the two. I recommend using it right before you switch from one spell type to the next. And let's go ahead and make this one our last guy. And blast him. Okay, good crit. Alright, so I need 1200 more experience. Let's look at this quest. 100 experience for that one, and 100 experience for that one. So I'm only going to get 200 experience. It's not enough. I need to get at least to 1500 before I go back to town, because otherwise I won't hit that level 5 mark that I need. So let's just kill a couple more here. See if we can keep this chain up long enough. The only thing that I don't like about being a spellcaster is the fact that you do have spellcasting times, which, you know, it's not great. It's not fantastic. but you are able to reduce your spell casting times. So I mean, over time it does become a little bit more balanced. What I like about the Thaumaturge especially is, as a black mage, he becomes so overpowered. It's just ridiculous. Now, we've been watching some of my videos. If you've seen one of my playthroughs, I think we were in Satasha, which was probably one of the funniest ones so far. We were playing with a red mage, and the red mage actually outdoes the black mage on damage per second, which is amazing considering how overpowered the black mage already is. But you don't get access to the red mage until you have Stormblood, first of all. But secondly, it starts off at level 50. So if you're just getting started, it's going to be a while since you see it. Alright, I'm at 955. We're almost there. There's 5 more enemies. If we can keep that chain going, it'll go real quick. $11.35. Almost there. Alright, so it's just that a fate just appeared nearby. Okay, so this is a great time to show you a fate. Now fates, if you see them and you're level grinding, go to them. So fates usually just give you some sort of mission that you have to do and a recommended level for those fates. Do them. Super easy way to grind out some levels. You don't even have to finish it. You're still going to get experience bonus just for participating. But watch your hit points. Especially as a black mage, you do not have the means to heal. You don't want to get yourself caught in a situation where you're going to die. Now, if you have to, you can leave a fate and come back. You don't have to finish it. And if you do leave, you're going to get the experience from it once it does end, whether it failed or completed. Okay, but I'm gonna get a lot of experience for doing this. Between killing the enemies, which are really easy, and the fate bonus for when it finishes. Because as you can see, I'm about to hit level 5 already, and I'm only about half. Not even halfway through the fate already. So there's 5. Now just that pop-up just said that my next job quest is available at level 5. So I'll be able to get my next job quest when we go into town. There, so I just got 500 extra experience for completing that. And I beat it. So, and I did that by myself. So most fates you gotta watch out for fates that typically have a boss to it. Because if it has a boss, chances are you're not going to be able to beat it yourself. You just won't. It's just not going to happen for you. Okay, so I have a home point. I don't need to walk my happy butt all the way back into Ul'dah. Use your return button. Okay, and right now at this point in the game, you don't even have access to teleport yet. So just hit return, go back. It's going to take you to the large crystal, and then we're going to go to Momodi at the quicksand, and then we're going to go to the Thaumaturge Guild to get our level 5 job quest. Now, remember, you want to pick the order based on walk time. You want to try to save yourself as much walk time as possible. So use your Aethernet. This is why we went through and got all this done first. So let's go to the Adventures Guild first. Talk to Momodi. She'll be happy to see me. And she'll tell me what I'm supposed to do next. And as we do these, as you complete the storyline, it's going to unlock more and more content for you. So, but I'm skipping all this stuff because you don't need to see it. Yes. Get my experience and go ahead and start the next quest. I'm going to get crystals, which is going to be for crafting. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, Ul'dah Dispatch Yard, so back in Central Thanalan, where we were grinding enemies, is our next story portion. But before we do that, we need to go to our guild, get the next job quest. Now, I cannot stress that enough. Job quest, job quest, job quest. Level 1 through 50, you want every 5 levels. Once you hit 50, it's every 2 levels. So 52, 54, 56. And then the same with 60, 60, 62, 64. The job quests give you the majority of your best moves. So if you miss them, especially when you get into level 40 dungeons, you're going to miss some key moves that you absolutely need. So make sure you stay on top of your job quests. There's times where even I forget, and I'm in a dungeon going, why can't I do this? I'm like, oh, because I didn't do my job quest. Now I got to go back and I got to go do it. So when you hit the level, go get it. Do it. Get it over with. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care what you say. Now I got a shield. So there's my first piece of gear. And my hunting log. Okay? So now I have my hunting log. And my armory chest. These are important things. But first let's show you the hunting log. It's unlocked. Now I have 10 new things that I can go and look at. Ladybugs, hornets, cactars. Now each one of these, used to. I am not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? That's so weird. They used to tell you what zone they were in and where to find them, and that's not popping up. That's actually a bad thing. So, but when you are in the actual zone, there's something called recommendations, which are right here. I haven't unlocked them yet, which is why we're having issues with that. So let's go ahead and keep this going. Now, if you look, level 5 job quest, I have new gear to choose from. This is important. I don't need fancy gear right now. I am level 1, and you're going to blow through level 1 to level 10 like it's no tomorrow. So there's no point in buying gear. None whatsoever. Once I hit 15, you're going to understand completely. I won't have to buy a single thing all the way up to level 15. So let's grab this real quick. And then we're going to talk to these guys to continue the quest. Coco Bago. You're reading from a book. Gotta go to Silver Bazaar. Yada yada yada. Alright, so I need to go to Dispatch Yard, but I also need to go to the Silver Bazaar, which is in Western Thanalan, which we can use the teleporter to go to. We have not gone there yet. So the first place we're going to go is going to be Central Thanalan to do this quest. Okay? And you'll see why here in a second. So let's go ahead and go back to a crystal and teleport. Okay. So, from right here, we're going to call this the end of part 4. I appreciate you coming and watching. Look for the next video in part 5, where we're going to start getting into the quests and some gear and just keep moving on through. Until next time. Alright, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe before you go. And you can check me out on twitch.tv/MOG733 every Thursday and Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. I'll see you around.